Living in a new country can be exciting, but it can also get really expensive if you don't find clever ways to try and control your finances. In today's video, I'm sharing a practical but effective guide to affordable living in Germany as an international student. These budget hacks will help you save money, and in some cases, it can even help you make money. That way, your student life won't be completely miserable due to financial stress. Let's get started. We'll kick things off with the biggest monthly expense, and that is your accommodation. As a student, your best option in a perfect scenario is getting a room in the student hostels, such as those offered by organizations such as this one. These rooms usually have extremely long waiting times. I've met multiple students who've told me that they were allocated a room at the student hostels the same semester they were to graduate. Therefore, for the majority of students, the only other affordable option is to search for a shared apartment. In Germany, these are usually referred to as WGs, and basically it's where a group of students come together, rent a house, and split all the associated costs of renting the house amongst themselves. If you want to save even more money, here is my pro tip. I would suggest for you to look for a WG that is on the outskirts of the city. This is because the cost of renting usually reduces the farther away you choose to stay from the city center. All you need to make sure is that you still have access to good public transport. If you've made it this far into the video and you found the content to be useful, all I ask from you is to tap the like button, and if this is the first time you're seeing my face, a sub to the channel would be highly appreciated. Recently, there was a change of law by the German government that allowed international students to have both a part-time and a mini-job. This was an absolute game changer, as before only part-time jobs were allowed. This effectively means that international students can earn up to an extra 556 euro every month if they can commit a few extra hours of their free time on a second job. The best part about all of this is that this 556 euro is completely tax-free. I don't know about you, but as a broke college student, an extra 556 euro every month can really make a big difference. And here's a pro tip. When it comes to mini jobs in Germany, try to find a flexible job where you can choose the hours and, if possible, the days that you want to work every week. Apps such as ZenJob can be a good place to find mini jobs, especially if you're not very fluent in the German language. These are the expenses where you can either lose or save the most amount of money as a student, because it's all dependent on how disciplined you are as an individual. The important thing to remember is that you pay for whatever you consume. So if, for example, you know you're not coming back into a room for more than 5 minutes, turn off the lights. If you're at home and you're feeling cold and you decide to turn on the heater, make sure all the doors and the windows in that room are closed. After you're done showering, don't just stand under the running hot water for another 10 minutes, otherwise you'll just be wasting resources. I'm sure you get it by now. The more resources you waste, the less money you'll have in your bank account after you're done paying your bills. In Germany, supermarkets can be categorized into two main types. The first being full-service supermarkets. These are the likes of Rewe, Edeka, and Kaufland. These shopping outlets have a much wider range of products to choose from, and the products usually tend to be more expensive because in most cases, these products are of a very high quality. On the other hand, as a student, the second option, usually referred to as discount supermarkets, would be the better choice as they are more budget friendly. Examples of these supermarkets include Aldi, Lidl, and Penny. The main focus of discounters is affordability without compromising on quality. There's no need for you to go and spend €50 shopping in Edeka when you can buy good quality stuff for €30 in Aldi. My next budget hack is pretty straightforward, and it is simply taking the time to compare different companies before purchasing any service. One benefit of living in Germany is that there aren't many sectors that are heavily monopolized, as there is generally a lot of competition for market share in various sectors and for various products, and of course, this is very good for consumers. Take for example the mobile phone tariff space. A quick search on this website shows us that there are over 60 mobile phone tariff providers to choose from. Unlike in my home country, there are only about 5, with one controlling about 66% of market share as of December 2023. So if you want to get the best deal for any service, like for example, liability insurance, home internet, rental car providers, car insurance, whatever it may be, using websites like these can end up saving you hundreds of euros annually. The last talking point for today's video is on entertainment. As a student, you are bound to have a lot of free time on your hands, and you need to find useful ways to make use of all of that free time. Believe it or not, there are affordable ways to keep yourself entertained, like for example, if you live in Munich, you have access to over 80 museums and exhibitions, some of which charge as low as €1 entry fee every Sunday. Germany also has multiple hills and mountains, which means an outdoor activity such as hiking tends to be very popular. And if hiking isn't really your cup of tea, as a student, you have access to student clubs related to activities that you may be actually passionate about. And finally, if you're a person who likes to travel, it's good to be aware that Germany is surrounded by 9 other European countries. This means that if you save up a bit of money, maybe from your part-time job, every couple of months you can be touring any of these 9 countries. The reason why I count this as a budget hack is because it is simply much cheaper to get to Italy, for example, if you study in Germany, than it would be to do so from your home country, especially if you aren't an EU citizen. Once you have the German student visa, you can easily visit any of these 9 countries by public means, either by air or by bus. And there you have it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content. If you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future videos, let me know in the comment section down below, and until next time, bye!